What is important is that Jesus asks this sick man or this disabled man, do you want to be made well? And we would say, we're quite a sarcastic generation, are we not? I can imagine some of us answering, duh, hello. But this guy doesn't even answer like that. I mean, it is a curious question. Why does Jesus ask it? It sounds like an unnecessary question, but we have to understand that it isn't just a question. Imagine you have a severe disability for 38 years, and then somebody comes to you and says, do you want to be made well? If you think about it, this almost sounds like a promise that something can be done. We might ask, well, do you know a specialist who can deal with my disability or with my ailment? There is a promise implicit in that question. And here we see something with this sick man that is very familiar to our behavior too, because sometimes we are so focused on a certain area of our lives to complain and to lament and to tell everybody who wants or doesn't want to hear our problems about them, that we forget or we don't even think about a possible solution because we understand that that's just how it is. And we get used to complaining and complaining and complaining. And complaining becomes then a way of life for us. But Jesus here forces a decision by asking the man, do you even want to be better, or do you just enjoy whining and complaining? And our sick man, of course, fails in both of these areas. He doesn't see the promise in the question, nor does he stop lamenting when he's being asked whether he wants to be healed. He just complains on after help is offered by the Lord Jesus Christ, and he just goes back into complaining mode because that's all he has done for a long time. He says in verse 7, Sir, I have no man to put me into the pool when the water is stirred, but while I'm coming, another steps down before me. So he complains. And so often in life we are just like this sick man, utterly focused on our problems. And we neither pray for help, nor do we expect God to help. Sometimes we're even afraid to pray for help because we think that our faith might be harmed if it doesn't happen, which might be the case anyway. And that's why we see so little happening in our prayer life. And we see so little happening among the people of God. Because in some part of us, we do not really believe that this is for today. In part of our life, in part of our mind, we are just like the liberals who claim to be pastors or claim to be theologians and somewhat write about the New Testament, but do not really believe it's true.